Deep end, we're alive, living life underwater. Let's spend all we've got getting buzzed. You pretend you're a god, I believe I'm a soldier. We play hide and seek till you draw. Love ain't got nothing on me, bad boy. Running up at you on my own, boy. No, love ain't got nothing on me, bad boy. I'm great for playing that only because Venus is my mother. I've got my girls for life. Freedom is my sister. I've got my girls, got my girls.
Welcome to round number 1 of Super Lap Scotland, powered by Rockstar Energy Drink here at Knockhill Racing Circuit, and a look at classes A, B and Pro for their qualifying sessions. Run under normal direction, under decent weather conditions. The guys hit the track, and it was all about getting that very important qualifying slot.
Love ain't got nothing on me, bad boy. Running up at you.
Eric Holmes was on form, as was Andrew Barber. Great to see him here. Andrew Barber, a man who we know likes Knockhill Racing Circuit, and Michael Rigby there going through Clark Corner, a new man to the Super Lap Scotland scene. As ever, Fiona Kindness was here in our track, Scotland Subaru, the trusty Subaru which Adam and herself have both campaigned. And then we had a little bit of drama in qualifying as Andy Forrest let Keith Cowie past, and as you can hear, Keith Cowie decided, and saw the gravel there, took a little trip down the gravel trap. Speaking of Andy Forrest, well, this thing is an absolute rocket ship. It is very fast, and we know how quick Andy Forrest can drive it. So qualifying group number 3, again on the television behind us, and look at that man at the top. Andy Forrest, 50.6 second lap, puts himself firmly at the top in his car, just ahead of Andrew Barber and last year's champion Colin Dorward, in a car which he actually borrowed from Russ Payton. Colin, very happy with that car, and you can see from the timing screens, going very well. As you can see in qualifying, track time and track space is at a premium. A couple of cars staying out of the way of the fast cars on their quick laps. And Keith Cowie is a man who's making progress all the way. David Long, however, wow, David Long locks up both front wheels going towards Clark Corner, but gets off the brake more importantly and manages to get through the corner as Michael Rigby there has wipers on, as the car going a little bit sideways. Looked like he was in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Steven Jefferies, cool, calm, collected and fast. Eric Holmes there with a lot of smoke coming out the boost of that car. You can see he's really got the wick wound up for qualifying. And Keith Cowie, always fast and always smooth through Clark Corner. Andrew Barber's car sounded absolutely fantastic, and just look at that lovely flame coming at the side there of Steven Jefferies. But it was all about Andy Forrest. He was the man who was the quickest in qualifying, and we caught up with Andy post-qualifying for a quick chat. Then the qualifying group number 3, Andy Forrest comes out fastest in that one, and not just fastest, he does a 50.6 second lap, scintillating time, great stuff. You're happy with this little car, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a great little toy. It's easy to drive, keeps you on your toes, and it's not too expensive to run.
You're telling me off air that you can maybe get 4 hot laps. Now that's perfect for Super Lap Scotland, but is there any chance we might see a few modifications to get into the chase?
Yeah, I think so. It's quite compromising only getting a few laps. If you get held up, then you have to back off, and you get clear laps when you're backing off to cool down. So yeah, uprated radiators and brakes for the next event.
Got to say though, for Super Lap Scotland, all eyes on this man for the final. So the qualifying results sees Andy Forrest the fastest man in the pro class from Andrew Barber. Class A, Steven Jefferies took the honours from Eric Holmes, and Keith Cowie took the honours from Fee Kindness in B class. And we also had Matthew Lawson as a guest, and he was the fastest guest driver. But 50.6, Andy Forrest, the man. So let's now go and have a look at the runoffs, and we're going to start with B class first of all. And this man, Michael Rigby, a newcomer to the championship, very fast man. Good looking little Subaru he's got there, and look at him coming through that little Clark chicane there and powering up the back straight towards Clark Corner. He managed to finish third overall with a 57.7 second lap. Fiona Kindness, on the other hand, in that very distinctive blue Track Scotland liveried car with the Sol tyre. At the hairpin, you could hear Fiona get on the gas, then have to jump back off the power and then get back on it, and ultimately that cost her a bit of time. 56.1 was Fiona's fastest lap. And then we get this man, the man of the moment in the B-class car, Keith Cowie, through the Arnold Clark chicane, up the back straight towards Clark Corner. Keith really driving this car very well, and I can tell you, this is a fast see it, having been on track alongside him. As we head towards the hairpin, Keith gets the car dancing about on the brakes as he comes in towards the hairpin there, turns it, and listen to this. Gets on the gas and manages to hold a good bit of power all the way through the corner. 55.3, fastest man in B-class, Keith Cowie. Keith Cowie wins B-class today at round number 1, and changeable conditions throughout the course of the day, but you were basically on the top all the time. Happy?
Yes, happy enough. Little few car issues, but we'll get it sorted for the next one.
As we now come in towards A-class, up the main straight, that very long climb all the way up towards the crest of the hill. Difficult part for these guys to do, really. And Wayne Sutherland comes through the Arnold Clark chicane. Great seeing Wayne back on track in the A-class. We saw Matthew Lawson there as the guest driver in car number 98 before him. But Eric Holmes also out here. Eric getting quicker and quicker with every run goes on. 53.5 second lap. Eric was absolutely delighted with his time. But the man in the blue car had the beating of everybody in A-class. Steven Jefferies, 53.2 second lap for Steven. He come through the chicane, he looked very racy, and the smile on his face after it said it all. He has got the handle on this car and is getting quicker and quicker. Everybody in A-class really needs to watch out. He had 0.3 of a second over Eric Holmes, and as you come to the hairpin, even with a little slide on the way in, Jefferies still had time in his pocket and a slide on the way out to take the win. The man who takes the honours in A-class, Steven Jefferies, done a good bit of work on the car throughout the winter to give you a bit more mid-range. It's helped you today. You're taking the honours away.
Thanks very much. Yeah, car was awesome. Yeah, big improvement from last year. So yeah, showing in a lap time. So we're going away happy, definitely.
But you need it because A-class has got tough.
It's all moved up a notch for sure. Yeah, and we're up against some tough competition as well. So yeah, it's good.
Into the pro class, and watch this. Andrew Barber, very uncharacteristic mistake. Car swaps ends going through Leslie's. Car lands at McIntyre's, facing the wrong way. Game over for Barber, takes him out of Super Lap Scotland in the final runoff for Pro. Russ Payton was back in his Mitsubishi Evo 6 though, and Russ done a 54.8 second lap, and welcome back Russ, great to have you back on track, and that car looking good as it ever has. David Long's car has sprouted a couple of wings now, and David managed to get down to a 53.4 second lap. That front wing giving it a little bit more bite on corner entry, David's saying, and he seems to be quite happy with the development of it. Colin Dorward was sharing Russ Payton's car, and Colin wasn't hanging about, was he? The series champion. Watch him coming out the hairpin here, getting the foot down in that car and looking very, very racy. But it was all about the next man on screen, Andy Forrest in the Zero car, the Westfield. 49.558 second lap, exactly what we want in Super Lap Scotland. A man who went out there and went faster than his qualifying run, and Andy Forrest made it not look easy, because it never is easy going at this speed, but he made it look good. As we see him up to Clark Corner, nice and smooth, no sideways, using a bit of exit curb. He powers round towards the hairpin, and it's all about this last corner. If he can get it stopped, if he can go down the gearbox and control it, he's going to be on for a good lap. Beautiful display by Andy Forrest as he powers up towards the line. 49.5, Super Lap winner of the Pro class. Andy Forrest, 49.5 second, winner of Pro class on the day. That lap was sensational. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good lap. It was I've been kind of working up to it throughout the day, looking at the times, looking at the sectors and where I was lacking, and was lacking on the brakes. So it was big boy pants and brake later.
What's it like doing a 49 second lap around Knockhill in Super Lap Scotland?
It's trickier doing it on road tyres. I think my last car could do it on slicks, but you maybe gain 2, maybe 3 seconds on slicks. On road tyres it's a bit more of a challenge, certainly. The car's moving around a bit more, but the new track is just awesome. The car hooks up so much better, you can run the curbs more, just less upset to the car.
Yeah. Congratulations mate, what a day.
Thank you, cheers.
So the final results, the winner of the Pro class, as we just saw on screen, Andy Forrest with a 49 second lap, and Colin Dorward comes home in second place. A-Class sees Steven Jefferies with a 53.2 second lap ahead of Eric Holmes, and Keith Cowie the fastest B-Class car with a 55.3 second lap. Looking at the points, Andy Forrest currently leads the way in Pro Class from Dorward, and Jefferies from Holmes, and Cowie from Kindness in A and B.
Got my girl.